chapter and the 28th verse. And it said, "For the Lord loveth his judgment, and forsake not his saints. They are preserved forever. But the seeds of the wicked shall be cut off." So I start thinking like, God, but he forsake Jesus. And I know that he's the man that seen no sin on earth. And so then I turned over to 2 Corinthians.
Yes.
The 5th chapter of the 21st verse.
Yes.
And it says, "For he has made him to be sin of us, who knew no sin, that they may make the righteous of God in him." So God came, he didn't see no sin, but he came to be sin. See, God didn't see no sin in the world, but he came to be sin for us, to save us. And so I started thinking, I just looked and I said, man, he came to be sin, and God forsake him when he was on the cross, because for the Bible says that God bears the sins for himself. So God didn't help him. Jesus was on the cross by himself. So at that time he felt that wasn't nobody with him, wasn't nobody helping him, wasn't nobody on this side, wasn't nobody on that side. He was all there by alone, holding the sins of the world that we may be saved. And so then I start thinking, I just start looking, I'm like, God, he held the sins for himself. God made a setback to make a comeback. And that's what most of us are doing today. You feel that you're in your doubt and you're just down and out, but God said you're making a setback to make a comeback.
You better come on, man.
God, he was on the cross, and then I went back to the beginning of it. In the beginning.